Namaskar friends, I welcome you all to video 9 of week 8. During this video, we'll talk about integrating linguistic analysis with handwriting, signature examination and physical document forensics. Friends, when words and writing becomes one investigation, this is what we need to understand in this session. In the previous session, we explored linguistic features of question documents. Today, we combine that knowledge with physical document forensics. In real investigations, writing is not analyzed in isolation. Linguistic cues, handwriting patterns, signatures, ink variations, indentations, marks, and even document history all collaborate to reveal authenticity. A strong forensic approach integrates all dimensions together to read not just what is written, but how it is written. See, we need to understand that the physical forensics and linguistics must work together. Linguistic analysis examines the language, that is tone, style, syntax, spelling, narrative and coherence. On the other hand, physical examination studies the mechanics, that is handwriting, signature shape, ink pressure, paper texture, indentations and digital artifacts. When a document is disputed, both areas of expertise provide complementary insights. Friends, linguists identify cognitive patterns. Document examiners identify motor patterns. When both point in the same direction, the evidence becomes particularly strong. Let's understand handwriting as a behavioral act with psychological continuity. Handwriting is not just a physical movement, it is a behavioral pattern. It reflects motor memory, muscular rhythm, emotional state, and even personality traits. Handwriting examiners study letter formations, slant, connecting strokes, pressure patterns, spacing, baseline alignment, and natural variation. Whereas linguistic experts examine how handwriting interacts with the written message, whether linguistic and motor behaviors align with the same author identity or not. Now, let's move to signatures, the identity symbols that are often forged. Signatures serve as a legal marker of identity. However, there are also the most commonly forged elements in the question documents. Signature forensics analysis, stroke sequence, movement speed, pen lifts, pressure patterns and natural variation. On the other hand, linguistic analysis complements these by examining whether the language in the signed document matches the signer's writing habits or not. A mismatch between linguistic identity and signature identity raises the immediate suspicion. Friends, ink, paper and indentation, these are the physical clues that support linguistic doubts. Sometimes linguistic inconsistencies suggest manipulation and physical analysis confirms it. If a paragraph feels stylistically mismatched, Indentation analysis may reveal that it was added later. If vocabulary shifts sharply, ink analysis may show that the sentence was written with a different pen. If a will contains inconsistent language levels, paper analysis may show that the pages were replaced. Physical and linguistic evidence often point to the same structural truth. Let's talk about typed documents that also contain physical clues. Friends, printers leave microscopic tracking patterns, and they are known as printer signatures. Even that can identify the machine used. If a linguistic analysis suggests external authorship, printer signature analysis can reveal whether the document originated from a different device or not. Friends, this connection between linguistic suspicion and physical confirmation strengthens forensic conclusions. Now, when it comes to digital handwriting, we can also talk about stylus, tablets, and emerging challenges. Let's talk in detail. As more handwriting occurs on digital screens, new forensic challenges arise. Digital strokes may appear too neat or too consistent, lacking the natural tremor or pressure variation. Linguistic analysis helps by examining whether the written content matches the author's non-handwriting tone. Yes, even handwriting has a linguistic tone. Combined together, digital handwriting, forensics, and linguistic analysis can reveal whether or not was genuinely handwritten or artificially constructed. Let's understand with a case, or we can say example. A divorce case where language and handwriting exposed a forgery. In one case, a spouse presented a handwritten letter alleging misconduct by the other partner. Linguistic analysis showed unnatural vocabulary and sentence structures inconsistent with the alleged writer's previous notes. Handwriting analysis then revealed that several letters in the note displayed unnatural tremor patterns, typing or slow tracing. The combination of linguistic and handwriting evidence exposed the forgery, leading to dismissal of the letter as a fabricated evidence. Now, let's talk about suicide note analysis through cross-disciplinary collaboration through an example. A disputed suicide note displayed linguistic inconsistencies like lack of personal references, emotional discontinuity, and excessively formal tone. The handwriting analysis showed irregular baseline that was slant and pressure patterns not typical of the deceased. Together, the evidence indicated that the note was likely dictated or fabricated. The court considered the collaborative findings as crucial in reaching the truth. Friends, sometimes a document looks genuine, same handwriting, correct signature, same paper, but linguistically the writing feels off. Yes, it's about when linguistic identity conflicts with physical identity. Forensic linguists identify when the language does not match the author's non patterns, even when the physical writing does. This mismatch suggests that the writer may have been under coercion, emotional distress, or it can be a dictation. Physical authenticity does not guarantee linguistic authenticity. Now, let's understand why courts value combined testimony. Courts increasingly favor multidisciplinary evidence. When a forensic linguist and a handwriting examiner independently reach similar conclusions, the credibility of the evidence strengthens. Friends, the linguistic expert explains cognitive and stylistic patterns. The document examiner explains physical and motor patterns. And when it is combined together, they provide a comprehensive understanding of authorship and authenticity. Now, let's talk about ethical standards in integrating linguistic and physical forensics. Friends, remember, both fields require adherence to strict ethical guidelines. Linguistic testimony must avoid overstating certainty. Handwriting experts must acknowledge natural variation. And integrated reports must clarify boundaries between linguistic probability and physical evidence. The ethical clarity ensures that forensic conclusions stand strong under judicial scrutiny. Friends, understand this. A written document is a dialogue between language and the motion. A question document speaks in two voices, the language and the motion. Forensic linguists listen to one voice. On the other hand, handwriting and document examiners listen to the other one. And friends, when both voices harmonize, the truth becomes clear. I'm sure you must have enjoyed this session. Friends, in the next session, we will explore how socio-pragmatic cues and discourse patterns help determine whether a document was coerced, dictated, or collaboratively written. Until I catch you in the next session, stay tuned to the course. Till then, thank you very much.